Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. So, Marvel Champions on the table, Iron Man Tech Nova deck, and we've got the Lizard out there. So we've beat the Lizard twice on the standard difficulty, so we're going to ramp him up to the expert difficulty. I've really enjoyed playing the Lizard. It's been kind of a good change of pace. You still have the one villain that you're fighting, but he's flopping back and forth between the Lizard and Curtis Connors. So let's get going here. We got the number 2 one out there. He's got 18 hit points, so he starts off a little bit tougher, and we're starting with the Mammal Brain again. Let's see here. We've got our Reptilian Rage in play, and essentially I think we're good to go. So we need to get Tony Stark going here. We need his 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So last game I had a bit of trouble getting to my arc reactor. Let's see if we... it's the arc reactor right off the bat. Okay. So that looks good. Let's see here. Supersonic Punch. So the interesting thing about the Lizard is with Curtis Connors out there, he cannot take damage. So he really kind of flows into the Iron Man thing of you don't want to do Iron Man on the first round. Sitting around building up your suit actually works out pretty good. So we're going to get rid of these 3 cards. We're going to get rid of Luke Cage, Black Widow, and the Supersonic Punch because the punch doesn't do us any good. It's possible we draw an energy barrier, so maybe the power of protection will help us out. Otherwise, it's just going to be a generic mana. Let's get 3 cards. So this is our mulligan action we got going on here. And wow, that is a lot of power of protection. Well, that's essentially all the power. So that's all the power of protection. So yes, it's a lot of power of protection. All right. Well, looks like that's what we're stuck with. Let's do our so we're starting the game. It's go time. We're going to do Tony Stark, Futurist. We're going to get 3 cards, and we see a helicarrier. Hey, there's an energy barrier. That's a tech. We like getting techs. I think that takes precedence over the helicarrier and the enhanced reflexes. So those will go. All right. So what we're looking at is power protection for the energy barrier. High priority is going to be the arc reactor, which we're going to use 2 to get the arc reactor, and then probably our rocket boots, right? And that's 3 tech on the first turn. That's really good for Tony Stark. But the thing is, normally I'd probably go over to Iron Man and do a little bit of whoop down, but I can't really hurt Curtis Connors, and there's no threat out there. So really there is no reason to go Iron Man the first round with Tony Stark. So we'll use that for 2, get our energy barrier out there. We'll pop it up to 3. We'll get our arc reactor out there at a cost of 2. And we'll get our rocket boots out there. All right, then we're going to end that turn as Tony Stark, and we will get 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, at least that's the way I've been playing it thus far, and we've been playing, Stark Tower. And we've been playing the standard Lizard, so maybe this changes now that we've ramped it up a little bit to the bigger Lizard. All right. So let's see here. What are we looking at? The first thing we've got to face is we're going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. No big deal there. Next thing we're going to look at is, whoa, he schemes for 3. Okay. We have, after Curtis Connors schemes, we're going to flip him. So he's going to become the Lizard after he schemes, but he schemes for 3 right off the bat. Holy cow. Okay, so he's going to scheme for 3. He's going to get a bonus of 2. He's going to scheme for 5. Okay, so the using the Mammal Brain is going to go away. Now it says when completed, put shame counters on reptilian range environment so that it has 3 shame counters. All right, so 3 shame counters on reptilian rage. Boop. If the Lizard is not in play, flip Curtis Connors. Okay, so we've got Curtis Connors is going to become the Lizard. That's looking bad already. So we have the Reptile Brain is taking over, is now coming out. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Reptilian Research Side Scheme. I have one right there, and I'm going to use that one rather than going through the deck. All right, and let's see. The Reptilian Research Side Scheme says place one additional threat here for each Reptilian card in play, which there's only one, so we will add, that will be a 2 threat side scheme, which is not too bad. All right, let's see. We go back to Reptile Brain taking over. So we would shuffle the encounter deck, but really we haven't done anything there. So X is the amount of Reptilian cards, including the Lizard. So the Lizard is only 1. So I would normally clean this off, but there's only 1 Reptilian card in play, so 1 comes out. This caps at 10. Okay, so this definitely is a little bit different than the last one. We got some craziness going on here. Okay. That was Curtis Connor's scheming getting flipped over to the Lizard. So now we need an encounter card. Encounter card is Lizard Lackey. So he's going to come into play, and he's the one that does essentially what you don't expect him to do. When he would attack, he schemes instead, and when he would scheme instead, he does 1 damage to the identity. So he's he does the opposite of what you expect. All right, so that's going to be to the end of the Lizard's turn. At the end of the Lizard's turn, there's a forced interrupt where I'm going to the topmost limb attachment in the discard pile. Well, there's nothing in the discard pile, so I am okay there. All right. So we are back over to the hero side of the game. Wow, there was a lot that happened on the villain side that is way different than the standard one. So let's see what we can do here. Let's do our futurist first. So we're going to get 3 cards and hope for maybe a double. Getting a double resource would be nice. We have a rocket boots and an energy barrier. So I could discard the rocket boots and pick them back up, or I could discard the energy barrier and pick it back up. I think we will take the rocket boots. All right, I'm trying to figure out whether I switch over to Iron Man and come out blasting or do more suit action. I think we want to get Stark Tower out there. How do we get Stark Tower out there? Maybe a repulsor blast and enhanced reflexes? Do we want to do this supersonic punch this turn? I think so. And maybe let off, because we want to take out the Lizard Lackey. The odds of doing a repulsor blast and doing damage is pretty good. The other thing that we're looking at, which is kind of scary, so what I should keep in mind is I get +1 hit point from the boots, so it should be up to 10. If we're looking at the Lizard is going to do 2 + 3. He's going to attack for a lot on the Lizard's turn, so that is kind of scary. So I think I want to get the endurance out there. All right, so we want to get Stark Tower out there. I think we want to get so that's Stark Tower, then there's endurance and probably boots. I think that's what we want to do. All right, so we're going to do 2. Actually, let's do, we'll do 2. We'll put Stark Tower out there. We're going to use Stark Tower to get our last one, which would be our energy barrier. I think I'm going to hold on to that energy barrier. All right, let's flip over to Iron Man. Let's get our endurance out there. And rather than our rocket boots, I think, do I use our rocket boots to get our energy barrier out there? We're looking at taking a lot of damage, so I'm really afraid of all that damage. So I think we want to get our energy barrier out there. And that's going to be another tech, so let's do that. We'll get our energy barrier out there too to get the energy barrier out there. All right, good news is we've got our arc reactor, right? So we can tap and untap, which is a huge win. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll thwart for 2, and let's get this reptile research out of there because we definitely do not need more acceleration tokens. And we're going to untap. Now, what do we do? Do we hit the lizard lackey for 1, or do we take some off of reptile brain taking over? Or we could hit the lizard for 1, which seems pretty pathetic at this point. I think we'll hit the lizard lackey for 1. Let's knock him down just a little bit. All right, then we're going to be done. So what we're going to look at is we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to get 5 cards, which is a pretty good hand size. So we're happy with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we get. We have, there's some gauntlets. The preemptive strike might be really useful at this point in time. All right. So we're over to the villain side. So one of the things we're going to look at is, first off, we're going to do our threat that goes on the main scheme, and X is the amount of reptilian cards in play, including the lizard. So there's actually 2 of them in play. So it's going to go up 2, and we're going to be at 3. All right. Next up is the lizard is going to see Iron Man out there. So he's going to attack. And this is kind of scary because he's got 2, and then he's got 3 from this reptilian rage. So he looks like he's hitting for 5, and then he's going to get a boost card. We've got our preemptive strike, and we've got some energy barriers, so hopefully we can mitigate a decent amount of this. Actually, so we should be at 9, 10, plus 3 more, 13. Whew. Let's ramp our hit points up there. We need every hit point we have because this is going to be ugly. All right. So there's our boost card. Our boost card is 1. All right. So do I want to use a preemptive strike? No, I don't think I want to use preemptive strike for that. I would rather use it for the resources that it provides and if something else comes up. All right, so he's doing 2, 3, plus he's getting 3 more, so he's doing 6. All right, we're going to reflect 2 of that. So we're going to take 4 total, and he's going to take 2. All right. Well, actually, let's reflect those 2 back to the lizard lackey. Yeah, so that will take the lizard lackey out. I like that idea. All right. Not too worried about the lizard himself. We do damage to the lackey. That clears things off. All right. So this says, after the lizard attacks at stage 2, I remove 2 shame counters. So he's going to be down to 1 shame counter at this point. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? So that was the lizard attacking. There's no more minions to attack at this point, so we need an encounter card. Encounter card is Boa Constricted. Attached to your identity, you cannot exhaust your identity. Oh, wow. Okay, that is painful. When the hero phase ends, discard Boa Constricted. Wow, that sucks. All right, I guess Iron Man's not doing a whole lot this turn. I've got no way to prevent that. All right, so the lizard, at the end of the lizard, we have the forced interrupt. When the villain phase ends, each player must reveal the topmost limb attachment in the discard pile. So do we have any limb attachments? Oh, we do. That's the topmost one. He gets his Komodo claws back, which have retaliate. Okay. All right. So at that point, we're back over to the hero side. I am not really happy with that. This is a much tougher version now that we've stepped up to the level 2 lizard. Okay. We're on Iron Man. And what do we want to do here? So we could get our gauntlets out. We've got our energy barriers out there. Do we want to go back over to Stark? The downtime would be nice to get out there. So I can't exhaust, so I can't heal up if I go over to Stark. I can't do any of my Iron Man stuff. We're at 3 out of 10. If the lizard schemes, that means that he's going to flip over to Curtis Connors, which I don't think is all that bad at this point in time. So I think we're going to end up going over to Tony Stark. So is there anything... Well, I can't exhaust Iron Man, so there's not a whole lot I can do as Iron Man. Well, I could get my gloves into play and then blast something with my gloves for... Well, I could hit the lizard for a point of damage, but then I'm going to take a point of retaliate damage, so I don't think that that's a good idea. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and we'll flip over to Tony Stark. We're going to use, let's see here, what's our last tech is some rocket boots. I think we'll hold off on that and we'll use our futurist first, so we're going to get 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Oh, wow. Let's take our energy first. Let's get it in the discard pile. We'll use our Stark Tower. So now we're going to go back for it and dig for some tech. And that has to be our rocket boots. All right. All right, so looking at what we got here, we could get some powered gauntlets. We could... Do we want to get Nova out there? If we do Nova, we would need to use everything else to get Nova out there. And we already have rocket boots, so I don't think that these rocket boots matter. Having the downtime would be good, but it's not going to help us right now. I think Nova is going to help us the most right now. So I think that's our play. We're going to do 2 for the powered gauntlets. Get those out there. I'm going to spend 4 to get Nova out there. So the thing is, he's got to retaliate 1. So I can attack with Nova, but the Nova is going to take an additional damage. Let's do it. We're going to hit with Nova. So Nova's going to use 1, and then he's going to take 1. But we're going to hit the lizard for 2. So we're moving him down a little bit. And then at that point, we're done because I can't exhaust my identity. All right. So we will be finished. All right. At that point, this goes away at the end of the hero phase. And we're going to get 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's no helmet. That'll help out. Ooh, and our body armor. Yes. Okay, more hit points. Need more hit points. All right, we're going to go over to the villain side. So what do we see on the villain side? First off, we've got our reptile brain taking over. And X is equal to number of reptile cards in play. So there's 2. So that's going to go up to 5. So we're going to take those off of there. And we'll go up to 5. All right. Next thing we need to worry about is the lizard is going to see Tony Stark out there, so he's going to scheme. He's going to scheme for 1, and he's going to get a bonus of 2. So he's going to scheme for 3. That's going by pretty fast. Okay. So the force response is after the lizard schemes, I'm going to flip him. So we're going to go over to Curtis Connors. Then there is no minions out there, so we move on to our encounter card. So encounter card is Reptile Research. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each reptilian card in play. So we have 1 reptilian card in play. So it's going to go up to 2. Right, and give us an acceleration because he's going through this stuff way faster than the last time. All right. I believe that is the end of the villain phase, and we're over to the hero phase. So what are we doing on the hero side of the board here? Things are not going very well. All right, so let's see here. First, let's Stark Tower, and let's grab these boots back, because they're nice and handy right there. All right, do I have 3 cards? I have enough cards that I'll use Tony Stark's Futurist, and we'll do top 3. We'll come up with, ooh, there's a nice, I think I really need that double resource. So we'll take the double resource. All right. Let's see, priorities right now. The helmet, I think I need. So right now, how much armor do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've got 5 tech pieces, which means I'd get 6 cards. So once I go over to Iron Man, I think I'm good on cards. The problem that I've got right now is that I can't do damage to Curtis Connors. So anything that does damage is essentially worthless at this point in time. All right, so Avengers Mansion would be nice, but it costs a lot right now. And there's other things I could get out there. So I'm looking at my armor, which would be really good, and I can use Avengers Mansion to pay for that. Got a helmet. Am I more concerned about the energy barrier or the boots? I think the energy barrier is what I would like to get out there. So let's make this happen. So there's 3 for the armor. That's going to bump me up by another 6. So I'm going to go up to 19 because I'm at 13. Let's see, we need a couple of 2s. There's a 2 and a 2. And I need a 5. We're at 19. All right, we got lots of life now. We're almost maxed out. All right, we're going to get another energy barrier. Let's put 3 tokens on that bad boy. 2, 1. All right, we're going to get our helmet out there. We'll use this to get our helmet. All right, we got lots of armor going on. Looking pretty good. So let's make the Iron Man happen. All right, so to get rid of the Komodo claws, what I need to do is exhaust Iron Man. We'll do that. Get rid of the Komodo claws. That goes away. All right. Ooh, wow. Oh, wait, hold on. We're going to take that one back. All right. So the scary thing that we're looking at is we've got 2. So this is at 8. It goes out at 10. He's going to scheme for 3. Ouch. Okay, so Iron Man, we're going to de-threat the reptile research. That's going to go away. All right, we're going to untap Iron Man. We're going to de-threat the reptile brain taking over along with the Mark V helmet. All right, so it's down to 5. Makes it possible that we could get through that. We could, yeah. We will hit him with the powered gauntlets for 1. So he's going to take 1 damage. Oh, no, I can't. Curtis Connors cannot take damage, so I can't zap him with my powered gauntlets. Go! All right, so what else am I doing as Iron Man? There's nothing else I can really do as Iron Man, so we'll be done. I'm going to untap, untap, untap. I'm going to draw cards. 1, 2. Oof, that gives him another encounter card. Oh wow, this is a lot uglier. I think Expert is just starting with the 2 Curtis Connors. I think makes a big difference for the lizard. All right, how many cards are we going up to here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going up to 7. Okay. My deck isn't very big at this time because I have so much stuff in play. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what we come up with. All right, let's move a little bit of this out of the way. The armor doesn't matter at this point. Struck Tower and Arc Reactor. Okay, 7 cards. So we've got, there's our other gauntlets, pepper pots, cage, helicarrier, genius, enhanced reflexes. All right. Okay, we're going over to the villain side, and I've got a feeling this is going to be ugly. So first off is how much threat goes on here. 1 for every reptile card in play, which is only 1 at this point in time, which I like. Okay, so it only goes up to 6. Cool beans. Now the bad side of that is Curtis Connors. Okay, so when Curtis Connors... So when he would attack, I put a shame counter on him, and then he potentially schemes. But when he schemes, it looks like he just schemes like normal. After he schemes, he's going to turn into the lizard, but he's going to scheme like normal. So he schemes for 3, and is going to get a bonus of 2. So he's going to scheme for 5. That ends the reptile taking over. All right, we haven't gotten this far before, so this is going to be kind of ugly. So this is complete, and we have no humanity left is going to come into play. So that says you couldn't get through to Connors before the lizard gained control. When revealed, if the lizard is not the active villain, flip Curtis Connors. Put shame counters on the reptilian rage environment so that it has 3 shame counters. All right, so we're going over here, and I think we get 3 shame counters. All right, advance to stage 3B, which says the lizard has full control of Connor's mind. Defeat him before Connors is completely gone. Oh, that's a nice picture there. He's like chomping down on the Spider-Man. Yes, great. The lizard cannot be flipped. Threat cannot be removed from this scheme. If this stage is completed, Connors is dead, players lose the game. Right, yeah, okay, all right. So this is looking good, we're looking great. So, okay, so the lizard can't go away, which is good because that means I can only hurt him. Okay, so that was Curtis Connors scheming. That forced the lizard flip. So now we're over to encounter cards for minions and stuff, which are none. So now we're going to draw encounter cards, which we have 2 of. All right. Counter card number 1. Wake your inner lizard. The lizard has telepathically activated the reptile brains of everyone around him, triggering them to become aggressive beasts. Force interrupt. When the villain phase begins, each hero in player order deals damage to a friendly... Ooh, that's going to make me kill off Nova. Okay. I don't like that one. All right. So that gets 3 threat. Okay. Counter card number 2 is... Oh, assault. The villain's going to attack me. All right. I think we can take this one. Maybe. All right, so what we're looking at is he's attacking for 2. He's going to get a bonus of 3 more plus a card. We can take it. And we've got all our, we can do some energy barrier action, right? We've got a preemptive strike, so we can potentially turn this around. All right. So let's get a card out there, and we'll try to figure out the damage. So 1, I don't know that I want to preemptive strike that. That seems pretty lame. All right, so the total damage that we're looking at is 1, 2, 3, plus 3 more is 6. All right, so we're going to bounce back. Of that 6, we're going to bounce back 3. So he's going to take 3 and be down to 13. All right. That means that I'm going to take 3. So I'm going to be at 7 now. I'll go from 4 to 7. All right. The next part of that is after he attacks, I remove, on level 2, I remove 2 shame counters. All right. So we're back down to 1. Thank God. Okay. That was our encounter card, and I think we're done now. All right, So how do we try to clean this mess up as Iron Man? So we've taken 7, so we're not hurting too bad. I guess I could have Nova'd when he attacked, but I didn't really think of it. So that boat has long since sailed. We've got Pepper Potts that we could get into play. She's always nice to have out there, but we're kind of past the point where we need Pepper Potts. We need more of our stuff than we really need Pepper Potts. My feeling anyway at this point. Luke Cage to soak and attack would be really nice. All right, so here's what I'm trying to figure out at this point in time. I've got some big cards I want to get out there. I think Luke Cage is going to be worth more than Pepper Potts at this point in time. So I think we need to get Luke Cage out there. But if I get Pepper Potts, I can use this double resource again. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring Pepper Potts into play. All right, I'm going to use Pepper Potts for 2 of the Genius. And we'll do 3, 4, and bring Luke Cage into play with his big old tough status. And we're taking over the villain area here because Iron Man just got so much crap. All right, I'm sitting on some powered gauntlets that I'm not using right now. That's okay. He's got to retaliate, which I don't like. So what we're going to do is we're going to exhaust our hero. And we're going to get rid of the Komodo claws. So one less. Oh, shoot. I forgot at the end of the lizard turn, I'm supposed to go look for a limb attachment, which would be this one, which means he would have 2 Komodo claws. So I'm going to exhaust. I will get rid of 1 Komodo claw. I totally forgot about that part. We'll use our arc reactor to untap. Now the deal is, once that happens, when the villain phase begins, I will deal damage to people. I don't want to do that, so I think I want to get rid of that Wake Your Inner Lizard. So we're going to use our helmet and then a thwart for 3. That's going to get rid of the Wake Your Inner Lizard. All right, what else do we have out there? We could zap him for 1. But I'm not feeling, I think I want to save that for when I go aerial and do other fun things as opposed to just zapping him for 1. So I think we'll be done at that point because we're planning on saving Luke Cage to do damage. Nova's going to start interrupt zapping, I think, and we'll start knocking down the lizard little by little that way. So we'll be done. Going to untap things, and we're going to draw up to, I think we're drawing up to 7, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're drawing up to 7. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we got preemptive strike in there. There's a bunch of double mana stuff. All right, which maybe, well, the energy barriers are probably going to end up going back. Okay. And we're stuck on the lizard. That's the other thing, is Curtis Connors isn't going to come out. So that's good and bad at this point. All right, and we're still on lizard 2. We haven't even got to lizard 3 yet. Okay, so we're going to shift over to the lizard's turn at this point. So starting off, it's going to get 1. Well, that's good. We're not getting 1 for every lizard card in play because that would be kind of disgusting at this point. Lizard's going to see Iron Man out there, and he's going to come attack. And Luke Cage is going to step in front of that one because he's got the tough. All right, so we're looking at 2 attack, and he's going to get a bonus there. And we're going to get a card. So we're going to see, oh, the lackey's going to come into play, right? Yep, he's into play, engaged with me. Oh, I forgot to use my, damn it. I meant to start using Nova. Okay. So the lizard is going to hit Luke Cage for 2, 3. this is going to go away, and Luke Cage's tough is going to go away. All right, not a big deal. All right, now that the lizard lackey is in play, the lizard lackey, oh man, the lizard lackey would attack, but he's going to scheme instead, which means this is going to go up to 2. Okay, now I'm really wishing I would have done that 2 damage from the lizard when he would have attacked with Nova. Okay, so next up we need an encounter card. Encounter card says, oh, which one is that one? That's Under Fire. When revealed, reveal the top card. So we're looking at 2 cards from the encounter deck. So we're going to have this one. We're going to reveal that one, plus we're going to surge. Okay, card number 1 is Boa Constrictor. I can't exhaust. Okay. So I'm stuck. All right, second card is, oh, Advance. So he's going to scheme. He schemes for 1, and he's going to get a bonus of Boost. Oh, he's going to get Tough. All right, so he's just going to scheme for 1. So I'm going to bump him up to 3. Oh, but I can't remove threat from that. Oh, God. Okay. This is super sucking. All right. Then it's the end of the lizard's turn. At the end of the lizard turn, we're going to get the topmost limb attachment. All right. So we're looking for any limbs laying in the discard pile. Alrighty. So he's got to retaliate 2 at this point in time. And I'm boa constricted, so I can't exhaust. I can't take the threat off of there. I can't exhaust to get rid of those. And he's tough at this point. All right. Things are looking great right now. All right. So now it is the hero's turn. All right. Okay. What do we want to do here? We can't exhaust. It would be nice to... Should we go airborne? I think we need to take that lizard lackey out. So let's spend 2. We'll get our powered gauntlets out there. The helmet's worthless because I can't remove the threat from that. Let's use our power of protection to go airborne. Oh, I can't exhaust. So let's do 2-4 to the lackey. Get rid of the lackey. He's gone. We will... I can't attack. Should we get our med team out there? We're going to use these 2 to get enhanced awareness out there. So that's at 3. Use pepper pots to get our downtime. It's a lot of downtime to our little stack over here. And we can't do any attacking, and he's got a bunch of Komodo claws, so I think we're done because I can't exhaust. So yeah, we're done at that point in time. All right, so the good news is we've got some enhanced awareness, so we can go flighty. All right, Boa Constrictor is going to be gone because that's the end of my turn, and I'm drawing 7 cards, right? Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're drawing 7 cards. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I could have gauntleted and taken the tough off of him. No, because I used the gauntlets to take out the lackey. So, nope, I could not have done that. Okay, I'm not feeling great about this. I haven't even got past the level 2 lizard yet. All right, beginning of his turn, this is going to go up by 1. The lizard is going to see Iron Man out there. Iron Man is going to take this attack. So the lizard is going to attack for 2. He's going to get a bonus of 2, so he's going to hit me for 4. All right, we're going to reflect 1, 2, 3 of that. So I will take 1, and he will take 3. So I take 1 damage. He takes 3. Oh, he takes 1, and then 2 damage. Okay. All right. What else do we have to worry about there? That was his attack. There's no minions, so we're going to draw an encounter card. Counter card is triggered transformation. When revealed, place shame counters on the reptilian rage environment, so it has 3 shame counters. Great. The lizard is not in play, exhaust your hero or flip Curtis Connors. Okay. All right. So we need him to attack for more. It's good. All right, and then at the end of that, I need to go look for a limb attachment because he needs more limbs. All right. Let's see here. We got some surgeon. Does he have all the limbs? Oh, he's got all the limbs. All right, he's all limbed up for now. All right, he's got his Komodo claws, and that's it because I don't really need any more right now. Okay. Villain is done. We're over to the hero side. So I've only got 2 more rounds before the no humanity left, and I really need to take him out. All right, so what do we start off with here? I think we start off with this repulsor blast. So let's go ahead and let's use our enhanced reflexes to pay for repulsor blast. All right, so the repulsor blast is going to do 1, and then we're going to get some bonus cards here. So 1, 2, there's 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards, 5 cards. All right, so we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to do 7 damage. That's going to knock him down to 4. Okay, the downside to that is we've got a retaliate 2 coming back. We can reflect 1 of the retaliate 2. But we're still going to take 1. All right, next up. Do we go aerial? Actually, let's do this. We will exhaust Iron Man to get rid of a Komodo Claw, which I should have done before. Then we'll untap Iron Man, and we'll exhaust Iron Man to get rid of the other Komodo Claw. All right, so we zapped his claws away. We'll go airborne. Use 1 from that to kick our boots off, so we're flying now. We'll attack with Luke Cage for 2. That's going to put him at 1. Luke Cage is going to take 1 for doing that. Let's go ahead and hit him with one of our gauntlets. So that's going to knock him over to the Lizard 3. All right. All right, Lizard 3 has 18 hit points. All right, 10, 5, 3, and a 1. Sorry, a 2 and a 1, not a 3 and a 1. All right, 18 hit points. All right, so what other kind of damage can we do to him this round? We could get War Machine out there. if I spend 2... No, because I can't use pepper pots. So that was one of the clarifications was I can't spend strength and then use pepper pots to get strength because that's all part of one play. So what I can do is I can I can use my pepper pots to do to get the one for my energy barrier, 2, 3, 4, and we'll put War Machine into play here. All right, so War Machine's in play. All right, War Machine's going to attack for 2. And then we'll use our gauntlets again for 2. So we're doing 4 damage. So we're going to knock, let's just take that away and flip that over. So we went from 18 down to 14. Okay, is there anything else we want to do? I think we want to hold on to this preemptive strike. And we'll use it to try to help do damage this next turn. And he's going to do a lot of damage. I'm at 7. Am I at my 20 health or am I at 19? I don't have both rocket boots yet, so I should be at 19. Okay. All right, so we'll be done. Oh, we're going to give him another encounter card. Well, it's going to be close. I would prefer not to give him another encounter card, so maybe that won't happen. Let's see how things turn out here. We're going to get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, just enough to give him another one. No, we're going to get 5 cards because we need to go back up to 7, right? Our hand size is 7. So I need another one. All right, this isn't pretty. I'm going to be taking a lot of damage, and what I'm mostly afraid of is another advance coming out. Something that puts more, because really, we're going to get 1, it's going to be at 5. So anything that comes out that advances the main scheme, he gets a win. And I don't like the look of being in the jaws like that. That's just not pretty. So, all right. There's our card. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right, give him our card. We're going to advance the main scheme by 1. So it's at 7. All right, Lizard's going to see Iron Man over here. And he's going to do a bajillion points of damage. He's attacking for 3. He gets 3 from the rage, and he's going to get a bonus card here. So we're going to get no bonus. All right, so he's doing 6. The downside is my preemptive strike absolutely does not help me at all. I've got no energy barriers. So I'm full on taking 6 damage. So I'm going from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 15 damage. All right, so that tells me for the next attack, somebody else is getting in front of it. Ooh, Nova. Nova needed to do his Nova thing. And I forgot to do it, so we're going to let it go, which is potentially very painful. Ouch. Okay. If I lose this game by 2, I'm really going to kick myself because I didn't do Nova. Okay. We got an encounter card. That was his attack. 1 of the rages go away. He's got a card. He's going to get another card. All right. Card number 1 says Shadows of the Past. All right. It's probably not all that bad at this point in time. So Whiplash is going to come out. He's got Retaliate 1. Imminent Overlord is going to come out. And it's going to have, what, 4 threat on it? Hey, that's something I can use my de-threading ability on. All right. I'm actually not all that concerned about Whiplash at this point in time because I think he's, I just need to work around. If I'm going to win, it's got to happen this next round anyway. So he doesn't have guard or anything right now. So that's not a big thing. All right. Second encounter card. Gang Up. Oh, I said I wasn't worried about Whiplash, but I was full of crap because now he's going to attack too. Okay. So When revealed hero, the villain and each minion attack me. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So the first thing is the lizard is going to attack me. I'm going to use the med team with Nova to do 2 damage to the lizard. So Nova's ability does 2 damage to the lizard. Okay, at that point, the lizard is coming for me. It looks like he's doing 5 damage, plus he's going to get a card. And we are going to throw Nova in front of that. All right, so he's doing 3, 4, 5, plus his card says 6, 7. All right, so he's going to do 7 damage to Nova. Nova goes poof. That's the end of Nova. All right, Whiplash is going to attack. I probably shouldn't have used Nova for that. Whiplash is going to attack, and I would take 3 damage. I'm at 19. I think we're okay. We're going to stick Luke Cage in front of that. So Luke Cage is going to block Whiplash. Whiplash is going to attack for 3. Luke Cage is going to take 3. I don't have anything to fix that, so he's going to have taken 4 damage out of 5. Okay, so that is the end of our encounter cards. So we need the forced interrupt. When the villain phase ends, each player in player order must reveal the topmost reptilian attachment in the discard pile. So let's go look for reptilian attachments, which is this one right here. Okay. Let's see here. His attacks gain piercing, which isn't all that big of a deal, but they get attack +1. Okay, so that is the end of the lizard's turn. And we're back over to, one of these should have come off of here. And we're back to the hero side. So, what are we doing on a hero? We need to do 12 damage, is essentially what it comes down to. We will spend this as a... whatever that is, a mental. So we go up in the air. We're going to hit the lizard for 2, 4. So he's down to 8, 5, 8. And then we will supersonic punch him and take out the lizard. Wow, that was close. One more round and he would have got it. So yeah, and if I would have had there's a lot of ways that could have worked out badly. So enhanced senses, boa constrictor wouldn't have messed me up too bad. The enhanced senses would have been bad, but wow, that seemed like a big step up from the basic lizard to the expert lizard. Seems like a huge jump, and I really liked it. That was a very challenging game, so pretty happy with that one. So let me know if you saw anything that I missed while I was playing that. Actually, I ran into my nemesis there, but really he was a non-factor at that game because it came into play so late. If he would have came in earlier, that would have been a lot tougher, but we ended up all right. The whole Lizard 2 jumping over, because going through the whole mammal stuff happens really fast when you're on Lizard 2. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I was pretty happy with that. So that looks like a wrap on this game. Again, be sure any comments you got, leave them below, and thanks for watching.